Hey everybody, I have a lot of people who have been asking me kind of some general things about what I'll be doing or how did I kind of get to this point, and I thought it would be great to just film a couple videos giving some basic updates on where I'm at, why I got to where I am, and that way you guys can just watch them. I think sometimes that's a little bit easier than reading long articles or things like that. So if this was helpful for you, let me know, send me a text, send me a Facebook message, whatever, so that I'll make more of them. But I just in this video kind of wanted to explain what I'm actually going to be doing. I think I've said it in different ways, in different times. Um, I did a lot of my paper stuff that I sent out in the midst of reverse culture shock. So I have a feeling that may be part of why it's been a little confusing for people. So here is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going back to El Salvador. I'll be there for a 2-year term. So I've committed to go 2 years to Latin America, and I'm going to be working under Don and Terry Triplett in their ministry in King's Castle Ministry. Now, King's Castle Ministry is a pretty big organization. They focus specifically with children, and then they do a lot of other stuff. The main 4 things they focus on are evangelism. So they do a lot of different kinds of street evangelism, specifically focusing on kids and engaging with kids and inviting kids out to all of the different children's programs they have available. They focus a lot on discipleship, so really mentoring children from a young age and helping them develop an idea of who they are and what it means to be a follower of Christ. The other one is going to be missions, which is a really, really cool heart of King's Castle that I really believe in. Not just that North Americans come and do missions in other countries, but they really, really have a passion. We really have a passion for seeing missions being something done by people all over the world, for people all over the world. So we develop a mission school and have worked really hard with different countries, missions organizations, so like the Assemblies of God in El Salvador, to help get missionaries from El Salvador out all over the world. So through King's Castle, we have Salvadoran missionaries in places like Romania, in different places in Asia and Africa, the Philippines recently, and so that's a huge part of their heart, and I think that that's something really cool and really, really important. And the 4th one is going to be compassion. So we have different feeding programs, different kinds of medical care and clinics that we have that I've been a part of while I've been working with King's Castle, because we know that discipling and caring for people is wonderful, wonderful, important work, but if they have empty bellies, a lot of times that can't necessarily always be completely happening. So we want to take care of body and soul, but that's something we really care about. So that is in general the organization that I will be working with. I really, really believe in King's Castle Ministries. I think they do a really good job of having a holistic understanding of what it means to be a Christian and how to care for people. In a country like El Salvador, having something that's focused on children is so, so important. From the time they're really little, we begin to tell them they have value, they have worth, and help them become a part of a community that lifts them up and encourages them. But throughout all of our different discipleship, it's all focused back on kids. So you have high schoolers and young adults who are still a part of our ministries, focused back on caring for children. And so also in a country where families are often very broken, there's a lot of fatherless children in El Salvador, having ministries where men are being taught how to care for children, where women and men are being taught what it means to be in a healthy relationship as part of our mentorship programming. We're helping develop children, we're helping develop people to become good and healthy families, to find value in family, and these are all things that specifically in the context I'm working in are so beautiful and so important. So that's a little bit about King's Castle Ministry. What I'm specifically going to be doing is helping develop their youth ministry. So youth in Central America is a lot of times considered from the time you're a junior higher up until you're in your mid-20s to 30s, pretty much like your single life as an adult. So that's your youth ministry. So I'm going to El Salvador and I will be working with the youth pastors that are already there and just helping them figure out what are things that we can be doing to help develop these youth ministries. So sometimes that means creating new events. Sometimes that means focusing on different stories in the Bible that specifically connect to youth. Sometimes that means maybe focusing on an event for just women or for just men. But I just want to be able to be a resource and a catalyst for those youth pastors because the focus of King's Castle Ministry is so much on kids. I'm hoping that I can be a resource for the youth pastors to continue the development that we saw in the children up through adulthood. So I'm going to be working with them specifically. I'm also going to be doing whatever else they need. I've worked in the medical clinic a lot in the past, so I probably will continue to do that. And then whatever kind of logistics help they need, if they need help with a North American team that comes down for a short-term trip, I'm happy to help with that. I will probably be teaching English to our mission school students, which is a really cool thing, so that they're able to learn English, and so when they go to another country that maybe doesn't have a Spanish to whatever language translations available, they have English under their belt. So they'll be able to kind of get through things a lot easier that way. So that's a little bit about what I'll be doing. I'm really, really praying to be going as soon as possible to El Salvador. I hope this video helped you understand a little bit more about why I'm going there, and I will probably be posting more. So have a good one. God bless.